Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 6 of season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the last episode, Simmons' cover has been blown, but Coulson had an extraction plan set up just in case something went awry. And one of the Hydra, I don't even know what you would call her, enforcers, it was revealed to be a secret plant by Coulson to get her out if anything went crazy. Bobbi Morse or something ended up being Hunter's ex-wife. Lots of crazy stuff was going on in the episode, man. On top of all that, Skye was able to finally piece together everything that's going on with Coulson, forcing his hand to kind of reveal what's kind of been going on and what he's actually been doing. And the fact that he's been giving those writings, those scribblings, those markings to Skye was an attempt to even trigger that reaction in her, because with him and Garrett, those writings, the second they saw them or laid eyes on them, something in their brains triggered, but she seems to be unaffected by them, which we're presuming has to do with her actual origin or connection with this artifact. And then after all this back and forth with Reyna, with Skye's father, with this Hydra dude, they've all just started to he just said, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to give Hydra the obelisk and, it's like, let's burn it all down. After his entire persona, image, all that stuff that he was trying to keep away from Skye has now been tainted. So that's where we kind of left off. He's going to show them the truth of this artifact, how to even survive its effects, gave it its name. Who knows what else is around the corner? So let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and jump into this episode, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you got a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for reaction the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, to try to make it worth your while, since you're going to be support the channel. But guys, at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like and drop a comment. Subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 6, A Fractured House. Here we go.
I was here in 2012 when the sky tore open and the Chitauri rained down on us. Aliens.
Aliens. He kind of did it too.
We thought S.H.I.E.L.D. was protecting us, but in truth, they took advantage of our good faith, and they still are.
Oh, eat shit.
Now, you say that you've seen S.H.I.E.L.D., even fought against them, but where is the proof? What is...
Oh, whoa! Oh, you mother. Wow. Oh, no. You bastards. That is dirty. Smart, but dirty.
S.H.I.E.L.D. is done hiding.
Oh, whoa. Dude. Holy shit. He's keeping himself in shape, man. I mean, what the hell else are you gonna do in here?
Sacrifices we make for valuable intel, right? Jemma Simmons undercover at Hydra.
I thought it was a dead woman at least 4 times.
I'm glad you're not.
Me too.
Yeah. Aw. I'm glad she's back.
I am.
Oh, wow. She's, like,
What's happening? There's
in a rush. Oh, yeah. Shit. Enough. They probably just got word of this.
Best guess, Daniel Whitehall had his people impersonate S.H.I.E.L.D. to put the world's attention back on us.
So much for staying in the shadows.
Somebody bring this from home? This means the alien writing?
Back burner.
Just until we get this under control.
Just saw the news. We're not responsible for this, are we, sir?
Everybody's asking that same question.
Scarlatti was behind the attack. An assassin. Almost killed Barton.
I'm more a Star Wars fan, I see. Her husband must be a Trekkie. Little bitch. I'm just kidding.
I saw references to this weapon in Hydra's lab. Yeah, sent from their demolitions expert.
We need to find the location of the next attack. Stop it before it happens. You can meet her and Hunter in the hangar.
Hunter's going. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Don't make it awkward. You vouched for him. You're the reason he's here right now.
Coulson, quick question.
No, this wasn't us.
Oh, that, great. May said I'll be going on a mission with Bobbi.
Whitehall's on the attack. And instead of using his own forces to destroy S.H.I.E.L.D., he's having the rest of the world do it for him.
Somehow he made it out of there. Arms in a sling,
I
though.
don't know why I persuaded the Armed Services Committee to give your unit such extraordinary funding.
Because it worked.
I don't think anything before today matters now, does it?
No, he hasn't been accomplishing really shit.
The people who attacked us may not have been S.H.I.E.L.D.
It's time I step in.
Hey, at least he's being upfront. He's like, hey, I don't think that was S.H.I.E.L.D. Or at least there's a possibility it was, because that was a very strange move for them to make.
It's time I do what I should have done months ago. Put S.H.I.E.L.D. in the ground for good.
Oh, fuck.
What I plan to do is lay out a proposal for a multinational police force that will target those suspected of ties with S.H.I.E.L.D. using any and all means necessary.
Isn't that what Interpol exists for?
But this infestation needs to be exterminated.
Guess being a douchebag runs in the family.
If Senator Ward's proposal passes,
It'll be a witch hunt.
every military organization on the planet will have a license to kick our operative stores down and shoot them on the spot.
That's so fucked up, man.
Keep the focus on his family, not yours.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be the smart play.
Agent Walters,
Director,
how's the Netherlands?
same as always, sir. Lots of bikes, lots of weed.
Wait, hold on. Did she say wheat or weed?
You look good.
She looks better, though. But you're fine. You're okay.
You don't look too bad yourself.
It's nice of you to say, because I heard you've been telling people that I'm a hell beast.
Oh, no, me? No, I would have never.
So you vouched for me. Knew I was with S.H.I.E.L.D. the whole time.
I'm honestly surprised you stayed this long.
Well, you know, I'm here for now, but keeping my options open, obviously.
You always do.
I knew those words were gonna come back around, man.
I'm gonna go check on May.
I'm sure she's fine.
We'll be touching down soon. Okay.
It's getting awkward. Now, is he talking to himself, or is he Oh, hands on his shoulder. He's talking to her.
Coulson asked me to search it for anything related to the attacks. I was hoping you could help.
If you need my help, suppose I've got some time. We probably need to first look at the
voice actuator?
No, Jemma, can you?
I'm sorry.
I know, just you said you needed my help.
No, I do, yeah.
Micro this thing, the here.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh.
You need to stay away from him. He's not what he seems. He always has an angle. He gets joy from one thing: hurting people.
He seems genuinely terrified of him.
I need information about your brother. People, connections.
Is this about your father?
God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, he cut her
He
off.
gave us what we needed on his brother.
Trust me, he gave us more than you think. And you're slipping off track, Skye.
Yeah, she got distracted. Let him take control of the conversation.
I know Toshiro. The best way to get him to leak intel is to get him bragging.
She can handle it. Deception's her forte. I mean that sincerely, not passive aggressively. I think it's a good attribute for a spy.
Dig that grave, boy, dig that grave.
Data intercepts up and running. We have audio and visual from the security cameras and access to any incoming cellular communications.
Toshiro-san.
Oh, hey. Why do I never remember his name?
You still have that pan-fired green tea. It's from the Shizuoka prefecture, right?
You always remember every little detail.
Try being married to somebody who remembers every little detail. It's not that charming.
I would imagine.
I just hope I've earned a chance to work on the Diviner.
The Diviner?
I heard it's alien.
The obelisk.
Great still. Oh! Nice. Oh my God. That response was great.
I was thinking I just saved your life.
You don't think I knew that guy was behind me? This is just you peacocking.
He made you, and he was going to kill you. And sweetheart, no.
Ah, she's being a little Oh my God. What the fuck? She's making a big deal out of nothing, though.
I think the...
A similar...
No.
I I'm trying not to treat you any differently than...
I know, but I am different. And I'm trying not to be, but I am. You told me you were gonna go see your mum and your dad, and then you went off to, for all I know, you could have been killed. And because what? Because you think I'm useless.
Oh, shit.
I assume these are for your speech. I made a few changes. It's funnier now.
I believe him. He's a kidder.
Also, your men won't be checking on you, at least not for the next hour.
Wow.
The American people are looking for a simple enemy, Mr. Coulson. It's what makes them feel safe.
And how do you think they'd feel if they knew your brother was Hydra? Especially in an election year.
Are you threatening me,
Oof.
Mr. Coulson?
No. I'm telling you, I have your brother in my basement.
A well, so to speak.
You're back. Camera's off.
What are you doing, Skye?
Just you and me.
Dude, he's a little too happy about that.
You may think you know Grant Ward, Mr. Coulson, but trust me, underneath every lie he tells is just another lie.
Is Coulson talking to Christian? You can't trust him.
Oh, God. Who do you believe?
Thomas was on the ground just screaming, and I saw something else behind his eyes. Something I'm sure you've seen before as well.
Are you saying he was just a born killer?
He told our parents I forced him to do it.
Shit.
I'm telling you the truth. You see that now, don't you? I never lied about your father. You just didn't give me the chance to tell you about it.
I don't know who to believe right now. God damn it.
Raina's gone.
I'm resourceful.
Isn't there anything else? Please, Lord.
I really want her to be playing him.
No, but we can find him. Together.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's time we get you out of here.
Really?
Really. You're being transferred, Ward.
Oh, nice. That's what I was hoping was happening, man.
We got Becker's location.
Oh my God. This is nuts.
Yeah, he kept mentioning backlog files, and half the stuff he says is nonsense.
No, it's not.
It turns out these bombs are actually from the 1940s, and the actual designer of the bombs is a guy named Vincent Becker.
Beckers.
We need to find Coulson. Now.
Oh, great.
You will never see Skye again.
I thought we were rebuilding trust, Coulson. I can help you. I'm still part of your team.
You murdered Victoria Hand and Eric Koenig. You betrayed every one of us, you deluded son of a bitch. The only reason you're alive is because you were of use.
Was this his idea or yours? To put me on trial? A man brave enough to have his own brother executed for his crimes? Well, Christian will milk that for all it's worth. And the trial should wrap up right before the midterms.
I don't know, dude. I love that the way they've built this up. Because, like, I believe that he believes it.
We believe the Hydra connection stayed very much alive.
We found the travel records for Beckers in Whitehall.
They coincided at least 12 times over the past 5 years.
We've been played. Get May on the line. They need to reroute to our safe house in Bruges.
Oh, no.
Mr. Beckers, we have agents looking for you. How did you find this place?
I followed them here.
He used Beckers as a prop to make our operatives believe his country would provide safe haven, but it's a trap. They'll be fishing a barrel.
What the hell did you do?
Oh, no. Wow.
Hydra will never defeat.
You were saying?
That is so fucked up, dude.
Oh, whoa, hail Hydra, guys. If you're looking to take out a few S.H.I.E.L.D. agents higher up the food chain, they just need about 90 seconds to get in position.
He's good at peacocking. Oh, yo, nice. We're all keeping count now. Jesus. Finish him.
You know that guy you're wishing he would be? I never met him. I only know this guy, and he's a little weird, but I like him.
No.
Because I heard he told you how he felt, and you bailed.
Oof.
I know you two have a past, but from what I've seen, the only thing that makes him worse is you.
Oof.
I know. Why do you think I left?
Damn, that breaks my heart, dude.
S.H.I.E.L.D's always been your thing. I won't stand in the way of that.
Just don't die out there, all right? But if you want to stay, stay.
Stay.
Sometimes we want things simpler than they actually are.
If I ever see you again, I'll kill you.
God damn.
We got Beckers at the border.
Nice.
How many men did you lose?
6.
It's always a shame when a good soldier falls.
Oh, wow.
Do not give him 1 inch.
You should probably sedate his ass, if anything.
Well, Skye, this doesn't change anything. I'll keep my promise.
Obsessed, dude.
I will personally make sure my brother is punished for his crimes.
Oh, no.
That darkness will grow and spread, cast a shadow over us all.
Why is he even conscious? He should have been in a straitjacket. He should have just cut his arms off. The hell's this shit?
Tonight we finish it.
Oh, the guy with the writings. That's the only thing this could be. Yeah!
Rest probably hasn't healed yet. You sure you don't want to wait a few days?
The pain helps me remember.
What the fuck? Wow. Okay. What the fuck, dude? Okay, I believe his brother at this point. With those lingering final shots. I don't know, dude. I'm so back and forth on it. Because, like, god damn it, dude. If it's all been a lie, it just makes you wonder what hasn't been, other than the things we've been able to corroborate ourselves. Anyway, Jesus, the Ward stuff. There's so much to read and so much that can't be read. His brother could just be that good at hiding his darkness. You know, that could be the whole thing. Because Ward genuinely does seem like he fears him. Again, he's really good at selling his act. Lying is what he's good at. Obviously, I mean, he betrayed everybody. He's been an Hydra agent for God knows how long. You know, so like it's not outside of his wheelhouse to spin a narrative that sounds believable. But something still kind of feels off. And it might just be because I've known Ward longer that I even want to give him any kind of extension at all with how things have been playing out. It just feels like for me at this point in the story that we wouldn't be getting the truth right now. What we're seeing, what we're witnessing is a means to an end. It's just a piece of the puzzle. So like only because this is happening the way it's happening and he's being turned over, his ability to get out of it failed. His brother's story, his brother's narrative won out. Him sacrificing, exercising his evil from himself and his family, taking responsibility and ownership of that and the truth itself feels like in and of itself as a play. The whole thing mildly feels orchestrated. That said, this was such a fun episode, you know, and honestly, respect to Talbot on 2 fronts. One, you know, obviously that bit at the end where he's like, how many people did you lose? It sucks to lose a good soldier. That whole like empathy and sympathy that he had in that moment for what they were going through, as well as his integrity and his honesty about his position, because we know he doesn't like Coulson, we know he doesn't like S.H.I.E.L.D, but he's not going to lie. So when those people came in and attacked that UN presentation disguised as S.H.I.E.L.D, he knew that wasn't S.H.I.E.L.D, and he didn't hide that. He was like, you know, they looked like S.H.I.E.L.D, but I don't think that was S.H.I.E.L.D. Hell, he could have used that and weaponized it to gain further support for what he's been doing this entire time, but he didn't because that would be foul. So I gotta give him so much credit for both of those situations in this episode. Great stuff. I like that we continued and focused on, especially after the reveal last episode, the relationship between Hunter and Bobbi and kind of the leftover unresolved issues that they kind of have, especially about their reservations about working together, or at least his, because he doesn't really see where he fits in to this whole thing. Doesn't really know if he should be here, if he wants to be here, what his role is, but he also still pines for her attention and all this other stuff. There's a lot of unresolved stuff going on between those two, and every scene with those two kind of bickering or bantering or working through their issues. It was a lot of fun seeing them fight together, the way they kind of act very similar. It's hilarious when you kind of bump into these things where these two people are going on these missions, they're playing other people, being undercover, they're doing pretty much the same thing, but it gets under one or the other's skin. It's a very complicated situation and relationship, I would imagine, to even be in. Especially with him being a mercenary and her actually being, associated with S.H.I.E.L.D. the entire time. But now he's part of the team. She vouched for him. She trusts him. He saved her life multiple times this day. And then, back at the base, Fitz is still struggling. She still sees him as she knew him, and he can tell that she's looking at him that way. Not really knowing how to connect to him in a way that she used to, because that's not really who he is anymore. But with Mack, somebody who doesn't know who he was before, he just sees him for who he is currently. And while, yes, he does kind of bump into some issues here and there, he's not looking at him as anything other than who he currently is. He's not projecting outwardly this frustration or this look. He sees that pity, he sees that longing, he sees those memories of who she used to interact with. And it shows in her body language, the way she talks to him, and it broadens that rift, and that puts more pressure on him to not live up to that way that she's looking at him. And it makes it so difficult for him to even concentrate in those moments, which is kind of ironic considering that still that old version of her, because like he mentions, you look different. She does. She's styled her hair different. She's dressing different. Her whole air about her is very much so different. Time's passed. She's been out in the field. She's been doing all this other stuff. She's moved on. Until Mack pointed it out, I don't think she knew why things were different and why she was making things harder. She knew that her presence was making things harder for him, but I don't think she understood why, because you can't really own that or change that if you don't know it. So she thought it'd be best to just remove herself from the equation rather than try to evolve that relationship or help him. Because like you said, I needed you and you left. I didn't know where you went. You could have died. I don't know. Nobody told me anything. But then throughout, there's still these subtle moments where we can see that he's still conversing with the phantom version of her that he's built up in his head, where they still have that dynamic. She doesn't look at him any differently. She looks at him exactly like she used to. And that's kind of where things kind of, I don't know, are a little bit more smooth in the relationship. It's this idealized version of her that doesn't see him any differently. It's heartbreaking, man. It sucks because I understand where they're both coming from. Being in the situation that they've been in, I can't fault one or the other for really handling things the way they handled things. It's hard to go back to that knowing everything that's going on, especially considering what has been lost. I'm so glad that he's got somebody like Mack who's not holding that against him and is able to understand and help through his thought processes and kind of get out of him what he's trying to say, because he doesn't have this other version of him built up in his head that's kind of that's coloring his approach to building this relationship with him. Another thing that I really liked in this episode was showing how much Skye's gotten better at managing these conversations, getting these things, like when she came in and put on that show that Coulson's out, that's just them, but it was just a whole other play to make sure if they were going to in fact turn him over, that she could get literally the last bit, squeeze the last drivel of information out of him that they could possibly use, and she did it. She gave him everything he needed to see, to hear, to sell that all out, and then she just turned it off. But man, it was so stupid of them how they were transferring his ass, man. They should have cuffed him up. He should have been in a straitjacket. You don't put him in normal fucking handcuffs, not fucking just the county jail handcuffs. His arms need to be like straight jacketed all around. Hell, sledgehammer his elbows, break his kneecaps. He'll get better eventually. Saw his limbs off, drug him. Anything other than letting him just go the way they did. Strap him to a table. Like, what the fuck? He's Ward, dude. Why would you do that? And now he's out. I'm still not 100% convinced that that whole sequence at the end was just another red herring to sell the narrative his brother's selling. I still don't know. I'm still 50-50. And the only reason I'm giving Ward any leg is just because he's been very consistent about this narrative for a while, and the way he's built up his brother, it's not just now. It's not just now that he's entered the scene. He's talked about him in this way since they've met. That's the only thing that just makes me wonder that it's not completely a lie, that maybe his brother is just the manipulator just like him, but maybe even better, more twisted. I don't know. Another thing I wanted to touch on real quick is just the interesting development with this technology that they've kind of garnered from the obelisk. Like these new things, that these old discs, these shuriken that they've developed that they toss and it just hits their target, they disintegrate. You know, anytime we've seen this interaction before, they just turn to stone or whatever the hell material that is. They solidify, they petrify. Now we see them just wholly turning to dust. So whoever got hit with this shit, like there is no undoing it. Like I was holding out hope that maybe the people that have been afflicted with whatever this is prior, because like I said, like fucking her dad said, he could teach them how to survive this thing. Well, there's no surviving that, because if it's the petrification, then maybe that can be undone. I don't know how you undo that. So that's just another thing that came up, man. But a fantastic episode. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you guys. What did you all think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you got a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Share, Ryan, Karen, York, Scott, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hale, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Justin Smith. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.